Hello, so Roadie session. We're just leaving the house, so I've been here a minute or two. Okay, let's go. No camera holder because I'm waiting for the new one to be delivered. I'm going to shut the inside door. Sorry, I've only got so many hands. Nice that Roadie's waiting for me, kind of. I need to lock it as well. Key, where have I put the key? I'll just put the leash between my legs. Not the safest place. Do have to keep an ear out for what's going on around me. With this, if Roadie really wanted to go, I don't think this would stop him. And he does. He's made me drop my keys. Right, so yeah, so I'm hand holding the camera. I'm mic'd up, so we won't get wind noise today. Genius has remembered the microphone for once. So I'm going to let Roadie direct where we go up to a point, bearing in mind that I'm filming and walking him, so holding the leash. Well, not entirely sure your harness is on right, dude. What have I done wrong? I got it on backwards. What's going on with your harness, dude? Yeah, I think I've got the harness on backwards. The straps came off, which is not very helpful. Alright, I'm going to have to put the phone down to sort this out. Right, we're off. I've kind of sorted the harness out. We're about 10 metres down the road from his home. But I would like to just add to this. The harness still isn't 100% in the right position under his chest. Let's try and twist that a bit if we can. Okay, it's gonna have to do. Just how patiently he waited for me then. So I had his harness off, I was faffing around with it, and his collar, and instead of just doing what he used to do and pull like a freight train to get away, he just waited. It's great. Real progress for him, real progress. A walk, he's excited to get out. Well, actually, he's calm. He wants to get out. He's looking forward to this, but he's not being a complete clown show. There's some work going on there with sparks flying. That's what we can hear. It's different noise for him, so that's why he was showing some interest in what was going on behind us. Yeah, so I'll try and keep him in shot as much as possible. I'm letting him choose where we go as well. I haven't given him any kind of indication of direction verbally or necessarily otherwise. That's not strictly actually possible because wherever I point my body is actually communicating to him something about where I'm going. So if I agree with the direction he's pointing in, that's a signal for him. Once I start walking, yeah, we're going that way, you can choose that way, that's fine. And vice versa, if I face a different way or start moving off in a different way from his driveway, that's an indication of where I want to go. So I can say I didn't lead him, but the moment I walk in a specific direction is a communication with him. He can, oh hang on, is that glass? No, it's fine, okay. It's not. So yeah, the moment I start walking is an indication to him to either we are agreed in the direction we're going, so we'll go, or we're not agreed in the direction we're going, so it's time to stop and have a rethink. So yeah, I say it in all my videos where I'm facing a different direction to the dog. It is, sorry, this is the leash getting in front of the camera. I've just dropped the end of it off my thumbs and I want to re-get that just in case I need to drop the leash. It's still around my thumb. So yeah, in all my videos I'm facing a different direction to the dog. There is still communication with the dog as to the direction I would like to go. You can't ever avoid that. Ready to just stand away from people? Oh yeah, it smells of chickens. There used to be chickens in here, but you can see they're growing food, so no chickens. Although they're still selling chicken poop, so maybe they just moved them to the back. Who knows? There's a tree. If you want to take the tree with you, it's snagged in his harness. That's quite funny. I would have reached down and fixed it, but it came out in the end. We're not going to annoy the old dog, but we will work for a sec here. Hey, you can stay calm by the old dog. That's fine. So if there's any more wound upness, we'll just jog on. See, he's checking in with me. We're calm. We are calm. Just dogs smelling each other. I did get surprised when I got barked at. I didn't know there's two dogs actually. Dogs here, but they're being perfectly calm and respectful of each other. There's another little one there. Looks quite friendly. So I'm just going to wait for Roadie to choose to join me. So now they're quiet. I'm going to face the direction we're going. I'm not going to give him anything on the leash. It's loose. I'm facing where I want to go. When he's ready to join me, or we get told to piss off, we'll go. I'm getting barked at, so it's a little bit intense for him. He's just checked in with me again, so he's doing that. Well, I don't want him to feel my attention on him, and he will. He'll feel when I'm looking at him. He'll know that. I want him to just disengage from this and move on. So I'm going to step away slightly further. I want him to realise that's what we're doing. And any attempts at moving forward towards these dogs, not happening. We're just going to move. So I'm going to point camera around as much as I can and see my arms there. He is relatively relaxed. Right. Hello. Yeah, they're good. That's fine. Not worried. Your dogs are fine. We're not worried. Okay, so I'm going to start crossing the road. I want a clear signal to Roadie that we're off. And so he's joining me. Nicely done, boy. Nicely done. And he's back into being interested. Yeah, it's that little yappy thing. So his hackles have gone up a bit. Alright, there's a car coming. I am in a road, so I'm not going to tolerate this for much longer because I'm in a road. I don't want to be here. So Roadie's leading into this still. He is restraining him against me, but I'm in a road, so I'm about to end this interaction and there's people coming. So it's going to just be a swift command and a go. Ready? Let's go. And we're off. Yeah, he doesn't like being barked at. Isn't that interesting? So as soon as you go, Roadie, there's a car coming. You've got to shift. There is actually a car coming. And I will collect your leash here so we're nice and short. We don't care about being barked at. So we'll move on. So yeah, not my ideal. I would like to have stayed there for as long as it took him to disengage, but we're in a road and the old man had come out to make sure everything's okay, but he was relaxed about it, which was nice. That's what we want to see. Someone who understands that we're just trying to do a little bit of work and we'll move on. Great, love that. Absolutely love that. And also, big steps for Roadie, big steps. Being barked at and there's another dog staring at him. Intentions unknown. Don't think they were really bad. Just a warning to him like, hey, this is my space, what are you doing? So no real aggro there. Right, I'm going to just come wide so I can see around the corner. No. We are going this way. Just going wide so I can see. Sorry, Road, just gone around your neck. I just want to point out there, that wasn't a leash drag that made Roadie change direction. That was purely him realising where I'm going, what I'm doing, and choosing to follow me. Really good to see. Okay, so we carry on. As I've said on previous videos before, when you're in that situation and you're just waiting for the dog to disengage and for calm to return, if the neighbour comes out, tells you, excuse me, or asks you nicely or otherwise, don't do that, move on, whatever. Try to keep your neighbourhood peace. We don't need upset neighbours. Right, some pedestrians ahead of us, so I will go a bit wide for them. I'll shorten the leash a bit. Again, just don't know people around here very well. I don't know what they think of dogs. I get it around my way quite a lot. People are quite scared of dogs. I know I'm walking around with big dogs. So I do just try and give people some respect, some space, and it's not like we don't have room to do that here. We do. So yeah, we'll do exactly the same. I will step wide down into the parking area. Oh, Roadie's got a sniff of something. I suspect there's a dog that lives here. He's using his nose very strongly, and there's people coming from behind us too. So we will just get the shifting out of the way. Roads, come and speak, please. Yes, I am using a bit of command here, and I'll go back to letting him sniff. Hello. Up to you if you want to stay here and sniff, or if you want to move on, boy. But I would like you to go back to the sniffing, and then we can judge moving on from there. So I'm going to just stay and move forward a little bit and see where he wants to go, and give him that free choice. He can go back to sniffing, and more people come. Oh, go on then. Or we can move on. We're not actually going into someone's property. That's not what we're doing. Hey, well, that's all right. He's not really in too far, but he's using his nose, and that's kind of what I want out of him more than anything else, is him using his nose. That's too far. I am going to lean on that now. I'm not going to let him get in here. I think it's that house with the big gate there. I think there's a dog that lives there. So there's more people coming. And they're going to go wide. So okay, we got some scared people here. So I'm going to be naughty and step into someone's garden. So I'm going to let these people go past. Roadie thinks it's a free for all. I don't know where you're going, boy. We're heading this way, but here he is. Yeah, some more people come past us. They went quite wide. So we'll jog on. Good, he's with me. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I am wary of the public. He's never had issues with people before, except one of those two teenage girls that was scared of him. People are fine, but I know some people don't like dogs. And can tell when they're giving him a wide berth. I'm quite used to that, especially because of the way people give me when my dog's a wide berth where we live. So I am quite sensitive to that around narrow paved areas and roads where people only have limited space to get past. I don't want to be upsetting anyone. There's a dog. I can hear a dog barking. I don't know where it is. It's around somewhere. We'll carry on. I am draping the part of the leash on the floor, which is not amusing me. Okay. Roadie doing roadie things again and being nosy. Treating everywhere like his own. Okay, so we have seen dogs down here before. We've seen the border collie across the road, and we've seen people with off-leash dogs here before on the other side of the road. Oh, we've got to stop and sniff. Carry on. Stop and sniff to your heart's content. That's absolutely fine. Oh, we've got a pedestrian coming. I don't like being surprised. You want to go sniff there? You can if you want. We're not going to go in the house. Yeah, the roadie can hear and smell something interesting from here. Don't know what. Just wait for him, as I usually do. Same deal as always. That's what he was aware of. We're not going to go towards it. So just in case you couldn't see through the fly screen door there, what we've got is a little Jack Russell with what I shall call a slight attitude problem, come bouncing into the fly screen. It's giving a little bit of a bark, but it's bouncing off the fly screen, trying to open the door. It wants to come out and have a pop at Roadie. That's in effect suicide, so I'm glad it couldn't, but I do find it quite a strange attitude these people have. They have a dog which is obviously not friendly towards other dogs, and they've got their front door open. Well, the members of the public with their dogs are quite able to walk past. Roadie stares at this dog for a while, so we'll go back to original audio. We move on a little bit, and then it starts giving him some from the gate that's attached to the side of the house as well. It looks like it's a large gate. Anyway, yeah, I didn't really like this Jack Russell. I didn't like the owner's attitude either. They quite obviously gave me a bit of a huff and some verbals under their breath. But hey, I'm not the one with my front door open where I have a dog with an attitude problem. But there you go. And so Roadie's chewing the leash. He wants to go back at that dog. And so we're just going to move on. Yeah, he's having Roadie things. Again, my job in this scenario is just to stay calm, and we'll move on. Yeah, interesting decision by a dog owner to leave their front door open with the dog. So this dog's got an attitude problem, as does Roadie, so he's gone all tense. So I'm going to hold him here, and we're going to wait. He's not going to get to this dog. We are going to wait this one for a while, and we're going to move on. I'm only going to give him a few more seconds of this. Just want calm to return. So there's tension in this leash where I don't want it, but he's going to try and move forward if I give him any latitude to do so. Yeah, let's go. Come on, Roadie. We're moving on. Roadie, come on, it's time to go. Oh, we got someone coming to say hello. It's time to go, boy. You can be calm there. Okay? Right, so I pulled him out of the way. Someone's coming. And now he's calm. You see his hackle's gone down. He's relaxed. But I did have to move him. So you can have a look. That's fine with me. And we're off. Well, I'm off, actually. Apparently he's not. He's very interested in that person. Interesting. That's weird. He's listening to the dog too. I can hear it yelping in the background. And he's with me. And we're off. Nice. Same deal. Calm and wait. Calm and wait. You'll get there. But requires patience from other people too, and not everyone has it. Not everyone has it. Did think I was going to get told off then. Hey, it happens. Some people will tell you to go away. You want to go down there? I don't mind if that's the direction you want to go. Yeah, okay. We can do that. I don't recall walking down here with him before. Doesn't mean we haven't. Okay, more pedestrians. Okay. So I want you to pay attention to that pedestrian that's in the top of the picture, and they're going to walk towards us. This person does not understand dogs. They do not understand reactive dogs. Roadie's not reactive towards him. Roadie doesn't do anything. But the point is, the way this person approaches and comes directly into Roadie's space, and the way they're walking boldly and fastly, as you'll see, is not nice. I do actually take evasive action, and I step into the road with Roadie. I did not like the way the guy just walked straight into the space Roadie was heading to as well. That in the dog world would be interpreted as an attempt at dominating that space, and a dog that is reactive, or if that person is scared of dogs, and I'm not even sure they knew we were there, that could go horribly wrong. So if I was with Rollo, wouldn't care, just keep walking and let the guy jump when he realised we're there, because I'm mean like that. But when I'm with someone else's dog, and I know Roadie doesn't like scared people being near him, and neither does my dog Tora, I'm not going to play that game. So we just took evasive action. I have no idea what the guy was doing, but yeah, I'll let you watch. But you do have to be aware of dogs. They are animals. Some of them don't like people walking straight at them with bold, hard, fast movements. So there you go. We are seeing more pedestrians today than at any other time. If he's coming our way, we're going to give him space. Roads, let's come out of the way. Again, I'm not anticipating Roadie doing anything mean, stupid or dumb, but I don't really want to risk it. Not with people I don't know in an area I don't know. Just reading the body language of people is what I'm going by, and the fact that I've only got one hand free. I have one hand on the camera, one hand on the leash. I don't have two hands, so I cannot react quickly to situations that I would otherwise normally be able to if I had both hands free to do leash stuff. I can't do that, so I'm just stepping out wider, be on the safe side. But like I've said, you've seen the videos of him walking around all the school children, walking around the shopping mall. Doesn't have a problem with people, but I'm not taking a risk, someone being scared of him, getting up close when I can't react. I'm not doing that, thank you very much. So we'll err on the side of caution and give people a wide berth. So those of you who have been watching me for a while with any of the dogs, all the dogs in Roadie, you might have spotted that that's a change in behaviour, the way I'm avoiding people. And yes, it is a change in my behaviour. That's borne out by two issues, like I said on the film already. I've only got one hand free at the moment, and I don't like that lack of control. And it is also borne out of experiences that have happened to me with my own dogs in my own neighbourhood. I have had people who are just completely unaware of their surroundings, walking straight towards me with my dogs. They get a couple of meters away, clock us, see the size of the dogs, and they've jumped out the way, or they've done something silly and squealed. And I just don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like the way people get scared of dogs and do strange things. And so yeah, when I don't have two hands to make sure I've got good control of that leash, because Rodie's a strong lad, as are my dogs, I am taking abnormal evasive action. Like I said in the video already, I've walked around the shopping mall, I've walked around the end of school where all the kids are coming out and they're being collected by the parents. He doesn't have a problem with people. He's not a people reactive dog at all. But in my own neighbourhood, with my own dogs, I've just been caught unawares by people who are not concentrating on what they're doing, where they're going, and they've got close to me and they've just freaked out. And what I do know about Roadie is that he has a level of insecurity which he does not like. Insecure people being right up in his face, and people acting scared like that could be a cause for him to do something. Now, I don't think he will, I really don't. He's never shown any kind of that willingness or interest in being mean to people like that. But like I said, I've only got one hand free at the moment holding the leash, and that makes me less comfortable and less confident than I would otherwise be. So yeah, when I've got my body cam back on, we'll go back to walking past people fine, because I will have ability to control him and the leash as needs be. I don't think I would need to, because we'll be going back to that shopping mall at some point soon. We'll be going back around the school at some point soon. We will see all those crazy situations, all those people, and different people probably again, and I don't anticipate any reaction. People are not a Roadie problem, dogs are a Roadie problem. But yeah, I just thought I'd better explain that, because it is different. I don't normally avoid people. I don't normally take evasive action when I see them coming, and that's because I don't want to imprint on the dog that people are something need to be avoided and be scared of. But I am reacting to some not very great experiences I had with my own dogs in my own neighbourhood, with people getting too close and being scared and jumping out of the way or squealing and other silliness, which really grabs the dog's attention. And when I've only got one hand on a leash, and it's a long leash, so it's not as tightly gripped as it could be, I don't feel like dealing with that when I'm with strong dogs. So once I get my new camera holder again, we'll go back to not really caring. But that guy walking across the street, that was not a sensible move. It doesn't matter what kind of dog you've got, how socialized, people loving they are. They're Vernon Scout, they'd probably just jump on him and lick his face. But I don't like that, and that's not really fair to a member of the public to have to suddenly be mobbed by two dogs, even if they're doing it friendly. But yeah, it really is about people being aware of their surroundings. Marching into a dog's space, and he was marching, doesn't always go well. So when you've got the bigger breeds or more dominant breeds, like your livestock guardians, like I do, a stranger marching into their space is a cause for conflict. It is an action that is interpreted as control of the space, and that can come with a challenge. That's what those dogs are like. You can't change that in them, and it's foolish to expect them to not take that challenge. Is exactly what it is. Roadie's not really like that. As you've seen, you've seen in other videos, he doesn't worry about people. Anyway, enough waxing lyrical about that. Yeah, I do wish people would be more aware of their surroundings, but whilst I'm hand holding, I will have to give people a little bit of a wider berth than I would otherwise. Anyway, back to original audio. Okay, we've got a bit of a pull coming from him, but he's doing okay. And we're away. Nice. State of calm returning. Nice. And we'll just keep going. I don't know where he's taking me. Honestly, as it's a Roadie-led walk, if the worst comes to the worst and he just wants to do a short walk, that is actually fine. I will be shocked. I'll be honest, I really don't think that's what he'll want. Yes, there are some dogs in the next couple of houses to his, maybe next door. Some big English staffies like him. Unlike him. He's an American staffy. The two next to him are English, and they can get their heads partially through the fence. So, we're not going to play that game, which means I need to be very aware of where I am in terms of Roadie's house. And where his neighbours are. Now, the dogs are often kept inside, but when the neighbours are home, the dogs are allowed out in the front. They have access to the house, the front and the back. So yeah, I've been barked at a few times when I've arrived at his house. So we will just be aware, and we will just walk past, probably in the road. Just better for all involved, I think, if we do that. It's an interesting looking machine. What the hell is that? They're doing paving stuff. Okay, there's a cat there. Okay, so we have a cat and we have a dog round the back, so let's go. Oh, I can smell that chemicals from the concreters. That's pretty strong. Whew. Yeah, that stinks, man. That absolutely stinks. There's bread in the front garden, presumably bird attracting. There's a pretty tall fence that's open, so let's be careful of cars. Someone's singing, excellent. Karaoke house. Okay. Yeah, what did I just trip over? Sorry, roads, I tripped over something. Oh, stupid gumnut. Okay, we've got another road to cross, and then we're not far from his house. No one's coming. Right. I really need to judge where I am in a second. Oh, I can't see around the corner. I don't think we're there yet. I think we've got another couple of 100 meters to go. Maybe. Right, no, I don't think we do have that much. We don't. Right, we're going to do a walk in the road here, because this is the house. This house here, they have the dogs that I suspect will get barked at. Hello. So we're going to do the fun thing of walking in the road. In fact, it doesn't look like they're home, so dogs are probably locked away. Again, I'm going to give Roadie the choice, as we do have half an hour spare. If he wants to go further, we can. Okay. Don't see the dogs. Yeah, they're locked away. The car's not in the driveway. Okay, fine. Right, free choice to him here. If he wants to go home, he can go home. If he wants to keep walking and go left, we can do a loop around the field, and we'll take it from there. So part of this is, as I say to people, give your dog a choice. Let the dog choose something. Give him a decision to make. I'm letting him make a decision. He knows exactly where he is. He's got an idea in his head. I mean, I suppose we could just do a loop again. Silly as it might sound, I have no issue with that. I'll go past the dog at the end of the road again. Annoying as that might be. Yeah, is what it is. So yeah, we'll keep going. Oh, we'll just stop because there's a workman coming out. Come on. Yeah, you're not a workman. You can't go in there. Oh, I got dogs in the garden. So I let Roadie have a sniff of the guy here until I realised he had headphones in, and so has absolutely no idea Roadie's here. You'll see I do use tension to pull Roadie away in a sec. Yeah, the guy had no idea Roadie's there. I didn't want him turning around and getting shocked, so I did lever Roadie out of the way with the leash. Yeah, there we go. Ready? Okay, so we got 2 dogs over there. Work time. Here we go. So Roadie's gone into his power pose. I'm just going to change my grip on the leash a bit here. So I've got it closer and shorter because he's going to get barked at here. We're not going to go obviously straight past these guys. Of course not. We'll make use of, I could just go the other side of the road. But I do want to just do this calmly, do it slowly. I want to give Roadie the chance to just be here. See, he's looking, he's interested in both of them. So we're just going to wait. Yeah, he wants to go towards him. So we're going across the road, we've got a leash chew. That's okay, I'm just going to walk him. I am leading him here. This is a pull by me. He is not doing this out of free choice. There is a car coming, so we're going. That's the end of the discussion. I'm quite happy to work him away from the road and give these people a little bit of peace with their dogs in the garden, although I don't really owe them that peace. So we'll just carry on walking and we'll do it calmly and slowly. If he wishes to stop and look, absolutely I'm going to let him. I'm not going to let him go on the road. I'm going to let him stop and look. This is fine. This is what I want him to do. So again, I'm going to adopt my posture. I'm facing this way. He's down here. I want him to know what I'm doing is moving on. I don't care about these dogs. I don't give a crap. And so we're off. Nice, he's with me. Perfect. Okay, so now they're barking because he moved. So he's introduced to them some excitement to the situation because the speed at which he moved. Don't care. That's great. He chose to come with me, chose to move on. That is absolutely fantastic. Good. Love it. That's how you do it. What's that? Is that a cat behind the window or a dog? Don't know. There's something behind that car. It could be a cat, could be a dog. Can't tell. Dog. It's a small fluffy dog. Either way, I think that was fantastic from Roadie. He's seeing a dog, 2 dogs, they're being antagonistic, and he's not really responded to that. They're not like the Jack Russell. They're not doing that level of silliness. They're it was a dead bird, but they were giving him a little bit. He's super interested, but he's maintained his composure, shall we say? And he's seen I'm facing, or noticed I'm facing a different direction, which means I'm ready to move on. I'm not interested in having hassle here. Yeah, there's a big dog barking at us from this house. That's fine. Again, not interested. See, my body stays. I twisted my chest, but my legs and hips were facing in the direction I'm going. Kind of, that's a mixed message when you do that, but I didn't break stride. Kept going. So the message to Roadie is, I don't care. We're just walking. I'm not letting that upset me. I'm not letting that bother me. There are other things in life I'm doing, and they are actually just as interesting. It's a nice garden. All right, there's the 2 dogs. One of the sets of 2 dogs, the older dogs that were there. Can't see them, can't hear them, but there's one. It's just lying down in the front, sleeping. Oh, sweet, very sweet. They've noticed us. Roadie's watching the boys play with the ball. Are they playing football? Yeah, they are. And he's moved on. Nice. Perfection. Love it. Let your dog look. Let them process the situation. Let them process that emotion. They see something, it's going to cause an emotional reaction, and that will vary in intensity until they are genuinely socialized to the situation. Once they are, they'll be able to look at it, disengage, carry on, and everybody's happy. That's that's what it is. I'm not instructing him, I'm not commanding him, I'm not forcing him. Note, had to disengage from the other dogs in the garden. So yes, I did drag him a little bit across the road with that lady who was clearly having a bit of trouble trying to do gardening, trying to do impossible things, telling her dogs to stop barking. That doesn't work. It just doesn't. But instead of causing significant upset and staying on the same side of the road and risking Roadie getting to the fence and trying to bite one, I just took him across. I mean, I would have liked to work for longer. I would have liked to have just stayed where we are till everybody disengaged, but I don't know how long her dogs could do that for. Some dogs, which are particularly high energy or frustrated, could go for an hour, and that's not what we're doing. So I did just moved him out of the way, but it does break my rules. He doesn't learn anything when he's dragged away. He doesn't process the information as I want him to and learn how to disengage for himself. He just gets dragged away, and in honesty it probably makes the problem worse, because he knows he's being taken away from something he wants, which is to look at these dogs, smell these dogs, listen to these dogs, and just be dragged away. That is a punishment. I'm punishing him, and if you understand the technicalities of behaviour with punishment, it doesn't work to actually change a dog's mind or their intentions on how to manage a situation and behave in a situation. It just generally creates a frustration, and when it's done correctly can trigger an alternative behaviour. But dragging a dog away from something as intense as that kind of punishment is not going to generate a new behaviour. It's just going to generate frustration, and that's all there is to it, unfortunately. So we have to get back into those situations again and practice and practice and practice. We've got a good old tweaker on the other side of the road, so it's really good for Roadie to be seeing. He's looking at him. Really cool. Yeah, right. See people moving weirdly, swinging their arms, dancing, whatever tweakers do. Good. I want him to see all of the human weirdness. Dogs need that, so they can really be trusting around people. They need to be able to understand us at our worst or lowest, and they need to understand us at our best. That's why socialization in its true form of just letting the dog see the world, be in the world, learn the world is so important. And much easier to do when they're puppies, much easier. But like I said, Roadie's not really a problem with people. Gets a bit snappy with people that are scared of him, but that's not abnormal. And when I say snappy, he snaps or he growls, it's fine. I get it. Nobody wants someone who's scared in their face. And the thing is, dogs know when you're scared. They're not like humans. Dogs can read our masks because of the sense of smell. We can pretend we're all high and mighty and tough and calm, but okay, I'm going to pull here, so I'm going to stop. Dogs can see through that pretense immediately. They just need one sniff of you. And that is why when a dog meets people, it wants to come up close and sniff. They're reading you. They're reading they're reading everything about you. They're reading your gender, and they're reading your mood state, your stress state. All of that stuff is given away when they're getting close and smell you. I know dogs coming in close to smell people makes some people nervous. It does. It's a very pink car. Oh. Oh, he is, yeah. Hey, you can come up and say hi if you want. Roadie, you want to say hi? Well, maybe not today. Up to you, boy. Do you have a dog?
Yeah. He doesn't live with me.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I guess he's not social today. Oh well, sorry. So let's just analyse this interaction in slow motion. Roadie wasn't into it. I don't really know why he wasn't into it, but he wasn't. So he sees the person getting out of the car, a young lady. She's quite into him. I don't know her, never seen her before in my life, nor the bright pink car. But you see Roadie's body posture here. He's in a fairly neutral position. His ears go back there, so he's He smelt her at this point. He's turned away there and walked off. That's the first indication that Roadie's not really into meeting this person. Now, initially, I didn't pay any attention there because I've stopped and talked to the lady because I was talking about her car in the film. So that's a really pink car. She heard me say that. So now we're interacting. So as you heard, we're just having a brief conversation with her. She asks if he's friendly and if she can come up to him. Yeah, she can. He's still in a fairly neutral pose, but his sideways stance here, and his body positioning with regards to the head being at 90 degrees, this is a neutral-ish, but I'm not really into this meeting. It's not a no, but it's not a yes either. And so she does the right thing by pausing, not really the right thing by waving her hand out in front of her. That's not how you should approach a dog. You should just go near and let the dog have the choice to approach. And this is the right thing to do. She's now stood back up. I say she can come closer, and that's fine. That's the right thing to do. Just come a bit closer and then stand. Let the dog get a sniff of you. You can see Roadie's not moved his position, so his body position here is still a neutral borderline no. He's not really interested in this. He's still sniffing her. He's trying to get a measure of how she's feeling. I think she was a little bit more anxious than she gave away, and Roadie clearly there says, yeah, nah, not interested, thank you very much, we're out, let's go. So yeah, nice little bit of body language there for the dog. A dog that's up for meeting the person would be straight on, facing the person, and would be looking in a more relaxed posture, or maybe a little bit more of an excited posture. So I'd expect the ears to be up and forwards. But Roadie said no, and that's great. He's allowed to say no. I gave him that option. I said to the lady she'd come up and see him, but ultimately it's the dog's decision, and it's always the dog's decision. We should never force interactions that they don't want. Always let the dog make that decision. And the right way to meet a dog is just to stand there and let the dog approach you and sniff you, because in the dog's head, we're the bigger, badder, nastier, meaner animal, because we're huge to them. I know we're on two legs and we're tall, and we're not actually stronger than them, we're not actually meaner than them, but it doesn't work like that in the animal kingdom. They think we're bigger than them. So initial interactions, we should be the animal to show the least threat. So we have to be allowing them to come into our space and sniff us, because they think we could just tear them limb from limb. And that's why we have to show them that calmness, and why invading their space with our body, with a hand straight in front of their nose, is seen as an unwarranted and aggressive move at times, because we are the bigger animal to them. Well, we are. Right, we'll go back to original audio. There's a strange kid coming with its parent in a sec. He was kicking the bushes and generally just being a bit odd, so I'll shut up and we'll record this interaction. Child's being weird. He was trying to kick over some of the plants in the bush in this garden. There are a lot of people around today. Alright, we got big pools, we're just going to stop. He can come back and sniff, that's fine. So he's disengaged from whatever he was running after over there. There's a little bit of old Roadie showing up there. Yeah, we're not moving on, dude. You're not with me. You have... What the hell? Oh, it's the driveway. I thought we were just driving into the park. So he's in his power pose. So I'm just going to wait a bit. I want to see a little bit more calm. There's half calm. I'm just going to wait here. No rush. And he's relaxed. And we're away. Good. I like that. And this is too much. Where's this come from? What are we following? I wonder if someone with a dog has recently walked down here, because he's had a very nice walk up to this point with a relaxed, sort of loose leash most of the time, walking, and this last minute that's all gone out the window. That's it, he's off again. Look, he's doing a head down trot. Something's got his attention. Now if he pulls me again, I'm going to stop. He's just teetering on the edge of a pull. It's not bad, just a tiny bit of tension bouncing off the leash, but he lets it go, so I'm not going to stop on that one. I'm going to let him have it. Coming around this corner may reveal what that was all about. It may not really. Don't see anyone with a dog. I do see school children, several. Yeah, interesting, very interesting. So we have got a bit of time, Roadie, so we can come the long way. That's fine by me. Which way do you want to go? We can go left or we can go right. Don't mind which. There's 3 dogs, all of them off leash, so we'll go the other way. This is not an off leash area. Perhaps they're not coming, they are coming down towards us. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting a pull out of him here, so I'm just going to knock that off. Yeah, they are coming towards us, so we're going the other way. Not dealing with 3 little off-leash dogs coming towards us. One's on leash. Okay. And we have time to go around the long way anyway. We've still got 22 minutes if he wants it. So, oh, they're going up there. Okay. Like I said, this is his walk, so I'm going to let him choose which direction he goes, except when I have to take evasive action like that. There's someone walking with 2 dogs over there in the distance. 2 quite large dogs as well by the looks of things. Anyway, I can see there's no one coming from in front of us, so I'll give him a bit more leash. He's not pulling around like a jerk, so let him have that freedom. Stop a sniff. The wind's in the wrong direction, so he won't hear those, he won't smell those, and he's probably not looking far enough ahead of himself to notice them, so not worried. Can't tell if they're on or off leash, no idea. Don't even know what breed they are. They're the colour of Rhodesian Ridgebacks. Not far off the size of it looking at them, but they are far too far away for my old eyes to tell what they are. Given how badly I misidentified some children here last week who I thought were adults from a distance and turned out to still be at primary school, I'm not commenting on the breed at all. I think I voiced over that bit on the video accidentally, because I was waffling on about something I thought was useful. But yeah, there's school children somewhere around here in one of my videos recently. There was 3 primary school children, and I went from, oh, person, oh, child, oh, there's the parent, no, 2 more children, excellent, they're all in year 6 or ish. I presume as they're big primary school children. Yeah, so commenting on a breed from 250 metres away, nah, I'm alright. Oh, the wind's picked up a bit here. I don't have my jumper on today because it's been quite warm. Cold now. It's picked up. Hopefully the mics get, there was a pull there, getting all that wind noise removed. It's good when I actually remember it, or I haven't hidden it from myself. What are you doing? That's one way of sniffing a bush. Yep, you've got grass up your nose and you'll be sneezing for a while. So you've got 5 or 6 sneezes on the trot there. He hasn't gone to the toilet, there's a bin here, so I don't need to worry too much about that. He smelled something over there, I don't know what. Too worried. He's over here, so I realise I'm not filming him very much. Even though I could, because my camera is in my hand. Okay, so no one comments. So he's got about 3/4 of the leash. There's a person up ahead. I don't know if they have a dog or not. They look unaccompanied from this particular vantage point. I'm going to start shortening that leash a bit, just in case they're not. Oh, you're going to poo it. How? How are you pooing up a bush? My word. Oh, there is a dog there. Okay. Dude, that is the most ridiculous poo I have ever seen in my life. Anyway, I'm going to have to get this, so I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. We cleared up the poo. That person coming did have a dog, little dog. He caught up with me. I was just putting the poo in a bag, so I just had to deal with that off camera. Nothing bad happened. Roadie did fantastically. Of course he freaking did, because I didn't have the camera out. So we were less than 10 meters from that dog, and it was past level with us before any tension went on that leash, and just stood there, and he put a bit of tension in. The dog looked at him a couple of times, so the other dog was well behaved, looked at him a couple of times, carried on walking with its owner, and we took steps towards the bin, put the poo in the bin, and now we're here. I know why you're interested in this space. So this is where the two dogs from the video I published today were that nearly escaped and went after him. If he wants to go up there and smell, I'm okay with that. Yeah. So, you're going to go under there, aren't you? Hang on, I'm going to put the phone there and sort the leash out that he's just taken under the fence, because why wouldn't you? And we can move on when he's ready. No, he doesn't want to go up there, which is fine too. So yeah, of course, that's always the way it goes, isn't it? The dog either does the worst or the best off camera, and that was the best. Genuine best, with a dog very close to him, sub 10 meters, not much, probably, yeah, 10 meters I'd say. And it took him until the dog was level with us to put any pressure on the leash. I wasn't crouching by him, I wasn't holding him, there's no contact with him at this point. I'm stood at approximately this distance, which is what, 2 meters away from him, to the side of him and slightly behind him, and he just stood there. He watched the other dog go. Couldn't see his face, so I don't know how hard staring he was, and he was relaxed posture. He wasn't in his power pose. I say relaxed for Roadie. He wasn't what you would term actually relaxed. No, that's false. He was relaxed for Roadie. So he was intrigued, interested in, but not doing anything silly. And he didn't lunge, he didn't pull. Some tension crept onto the leash. Really nothing significant at all. I don't know why you're interested in that space there. If this was a warm day, the answer would be a hard no. That's where the snakes will be, because it's a wet ditch. But it's cold. Peak temperature today was supposed to be 17, but definitely got warmer than that, because I was out without my jumper on, just in a t-shirt earlier, and I don't do that unless it's about 23, 24. But it is back to being about 16, 17 now. I'm cold with t-shirt on, and I'm walking, being active, and I'm still cold. So it's definitely cooled off quite quickly. So yeah, not really worried about the risk of snakes today. It's been too cold for most of the day. We've only had a couple of hours of warmth, and it's gone back to being cold. But I'm not going to wax lyrical anymore about what we missed off camera. It's infuriating, but it is what it is. We'll just carry on and we'll head to home. I don't see anything or anyone in the distance. This is about 50 meters short of where I stopped filming the last video, because we didn't see anything or anyone, and we're going to loop round to the left, and Roadie's alleyway to his home is there. It's about a 5-minute walk, and we genuinely didn't see anything or anyone. It's looking the same today. I'll keep the camera rolling because there's no flies bothering me today like there was the last one. They were incessant. I don't think I've seen more than two heard more than two this entire walk. It's cold, that's why. So we'll keep the camera rolling just in case. But it also probably means nothing's going to happen. I've missed a good bit, and just to annoy me, nothing else will happen. Quiet, boring 5-minute walk home. That probably shouldn't be laughed at. A quiet, boring 5-minute walk home with your dog. Who wants a high-stress, difficult walk home? Nobody. Nobody at all. This is the goal. Easy walking. So there's a little bit of a pull creeping on here. He's dropped it again as he got distracted by a smell. But he's increasing his walking speed. I'm going to give him this for a second, just see what he does. I want to know what we're following. And if he gets silly, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to lean back on his pull, and he's responding to it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. He responded to my pressure backwards on the leash by slowing down. Can't ask for more. That's perfect. It tells me Roadie is with me. Certainly more than he usually is or has been of late, but that's what I'm expecting. Things are getting better. But he's also got a smell up his nose that when he really locks onto it, I suspect we're going to see a bit of a pull creep in as he gets close to whatever it is and identifies it. And perhaps it was just where this dog we didn't record has gone past, so he's just following a generalized smell. Now there he goes. Yeah, no, it's back to it. It still probably is that dog then. It makes sense, wouldn't it? Make perfect sense. Okay, so a little pull there again, but he is responding to my pulling back. So I'm not doing the stop, start, stop, start. It's not hard enough pulling that I feel the need to. See, he's searching for something. He's definitely searching for a smell. Interesting. Very interesting. We're going, yeah, it's not a Roadie led walk anymore, time's up. That privilege is revoked. We're going back to your home. Again, I'll let him go sniffing there, that's fine. He's over here. Don't really want him going down there. Okay, so we can have a little bit of leash here, not too worried about that. He's stopped and having a sniff, or I'm just wrapping the leash up, that's why the camera's moving. Just taking up the excess and the slack. Carry on walking. That's a stick, not a snake. Alright, I'm still wary of snakes. Saw a stick on the path that was unsure. It's not a snake, it's a stick. But it pays to be careful. I'll let him move. He wants to go down the back here. We can go down the back here. It's fine. There is a dog in this house, but generally we skip past it without any hassle, as we have done today. Yeah, so my concern with snakes, we live in a country where there are lots and lots of snakes. In this particular state of Australia, all of the snakes are venomous. There are no non-venomous snakes in Victoria that are native, and they are pretty much 100% of them lethal. If you get bit and you don't get medical attention pronto, you're going to die. They're not mucking around here. Generally, they're not very big, but they are all extremely venomous. So you do have to be careful. And I have walked over one with my dog. Didn't even know what it was till I stepped over it. Kept walking. Okay, there's a dog there, just the one. It's the same person as before. So yeah, sorry, I'm dropping my phone. I'm just tightening the leash up. So yeah, when I walked over a snake, I had no idea it was even there. Till I was past it, my instincts took over and my brain just said, hello again, carry on walking, just carry on walking, don't break stride, do what you got to do to just get past it. And once I was a couple of meters past it, Roadie didn't notice it either. I turned around to have a look, see what it was. Get ready to pull in here, so I'm going to lock him up. Turned around to see what it was, and it was slithering off into the bush, so I never got an ID. But it was honestly quite a scary moment. So he's gone into his power pose here. He wants out of here and to go do stuff, likely smell where the dog was. I'm just going to wait for him to relax. It's hurting my thumb. But I just want him to come out of that power pose, show me some calm and some relaxation, and then I'll allow him to go and do smelling of that smell. But I'm not doing it till he's disengaged. That's the rule at this point. You are too super interested. There we go. So again, because I don't want him to associate any particular maneuver with being allowed to go, what I want him to associate is the calm. So I don't want him to think about that situation to the point where he starts offering sits, or he starts offering just a glance thrown back at me, or if he just starts offering me, well, what if I just pull one back leg in? No, it has to be, I need you to show me you have completely disengaged from what you want. Once you've done that and calm has returned to your demeanor, we can move forward. You can even go and smell what it was you wanted to smell. You can re-engage, but you don't get that until you can calm down. You and your power pose is a harbinger of bad stuff. Roadie's brain going at 200 miles an hour with a big shot of adrenaline in the system is not a mix for rainbows and unicorns. So it is what it is. We move on, and as you can tell by my voice and Roadie's demeanour, everything is calm. Nobody's upset, nobody's shouting, nobody's stressed. It's all just living the example of being calm. It's a very, very inviting mental state to be in. Animals crave it. Every single mammal on this planet, probably other simpler life forms, crave being calm. Everything we do in our entire lives is predicated on getting to that state. Think about it. The jobs you do, the people you spend your time with, the things you eat, the house you have, the car you have, everything is predicated on making you have an easy time so you can be calm and relaxed. It's the whole reason society is what it is. Nobody wants to be stressed, nobody wants to be angry, nobody wants to be upset or scared. Everything we do, all mammals are included in that, is based on seeking calm. And being able to live that in front of mammals, other mammals that struggle, is a very, very inviting thing to be. And they can learn from you when you do it. Right, we're going into the crazy alley. Don't want to get surprised. We've seen a lot of people today, so I'm going to shorten up my leash again. And we'll go through. And then we're home. Well, Roadie's home, I'm not. I got a little bit further to go. I am going to speak loudly just so someone can hear. There's someone coming down the alley. I don't want surprises here. Surprises go wrong. Yes, this is where Roadie had one of his not very fun interactions with another dog. This is the reason I got hired, was here. Yes, he's onto something. We're in a road. Not really interested in being stuck in a road. Let's use that leash and just jog you on a bit. I know I did it earlier. I don't like it. It's not a good place to be stood. But I do try and push as hard as I can to give the dog everything they need to calm down, but roads are a dangerous game. Anyhow, right, I'll stop filming here. See you next time.